Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bible Illustrated Hands. Today's question comes from Temesgen Abraha, and he asked, what are my opinions of Jehovah's Witnesses? This question is essentially a follow-up to yesterday's episode, what are my opinions of Mormons? And I consider Jehovah's Witnesses to be a cult in the most literal way of the word, as in strict keeping of their rules, poor to absent interactions with non-members of their own cult, strange and fringe ideas, and so on. Some people usually say that Jehovah's Witnesses are Arians. However, I think that such a classification is basically unfair towards Arians, because what Arians believed was, far more in line with Orthodoxy than what Arians believe, because Arians at least had liturgies, they had sacraments. They didn't consider the Son of God to be a mere creature. He was a creature, but he was a divine creature. He wasn't of one essence with the Father, but he was, still divine in a way. And that is why essentially Arianism failed, because, well, if you claim that something is divine and yet not a creature, you have a very, very problematic theology. So, yeah, I didn't have much experience with Jehovah's Witnesses. Once when I was selling some Orthodox books ages ago, this supposedly kind old lady approached me and said, "Oh, you like the Bible too? Please read this booklet." And of course there is a Watchtower Society label on the book, and I tell her, I'm sorry, can't read this. And she literally, as I was holding the book, she literally did this, and she gave me this horrible stink eye and simply left, barged off. I was completely shocked, because everyone perceives Mormons to be very nice, polite, and they are. But Jehovah's Witnesses, not so much, at least in Serbia. Also in Serbia, we tend to think of any religious community that is not a traditional religious community, that is Orthodox or Catholic or Muslim or Jew, and some very old Protestant denominations, to be cults. If you're a Baptist, you will be called a cultist in Serbia. If you do any sort of door-to-door missionary work, you will be thought of as a cultist. In Serbia, it is practically considered utterly insane that you can simply, put chairs in your garage, paint Jesus Church on the door, and claim that you're a religious community. In Serbia, it's practically unheard of, and it usually raises extreme red flags in the community. In smaller places, you will be shunned if you do that, because, we have anti-sectarian mentality in place, which is, again, something that is completely alien to maybe sort of American way of thinking, freedom of religion and everything, which has its place in American history, but it seems so foreign in a Serbian context, at least. Also, Adventists do fall into that category. Usually, whenever a typical cult is discussed in Serbia, it is usually Adventists and Jehovah's Witnesses, because they're most active here in Serbia. In fact, I even think that Adventists have their own seminary here in Serbia. I've never been, but so they say. Well, that's it. See you guys later. Bye.